All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. If you're watching this on replay, make sure you say replay down in the chat below. We got some orders to ship out. Didn't have a live yesterday because my back was killing me yesterday. So no live yesterday, so I figured I'd hop on today and ship out some orders. I think we got quite a few going out today. Kayla did the spreadsheet this morning. Let me see. We have 10 eBay, 1 Poshmark, 1 Depop, 2 Mercari orders. Also, it's raining outside, so you might hear the rain. It shouldn't rain for too long, so if you don't like the sound of rain, it should be gone in the next like 5-10 minutes. But gonna ship out some orders. It's a good time to ask questions. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the chat below. Hopefully, you guys have some good New Year's plans. I think we might go over to Kat's house and hang out for a little bit. So that's our plans for today, and just keep resting the back. What's up, Teach? Welcome in, welcome in. I just got Facebook and YouTube loaded up today so you guys can hang out and see everything that we are doing. What's up, Elliot? Back is okay. So this is gonna look a little funky, but I'm gonna lift up my shirt. You can kind of see how sideways my back is right now. Literally, my back is, the muscles in the back part of my back are literally contracting so much that my back is slanted. So it's bad. It's real bad. Yesterday I spent most of the day just laying in bed and doing content, stuff like that. But literally my back is to the side. Very, very weird. It's like all the muscles on my right hand side are so contracted right now, because I think I have a disc herniation or something like that on my back, that it's like they're trying to protect my back, so they're all like contracting. It's like literally shifting my back sideways, which is killing me. So yeah, it's horrible. I took a shower the other night and I took my shirt off and I looked in the mirror and I'm like, why the heck is my back literally sideways? And then I went to the chiropractor yesterday and he said, yeah, you have probably a disc herniation, so you're gonna walk like a question mark for a couple days. So yeah, so hopefully by this weekend we're good. If I'm not good by this weekend, I'm just gonna rest this entire weekend and just take off and not do whatnot shows because I need to lay up. But I'm supposed to move, but I'm also not supposed to move. It's like he told me that I'm supposed to be up and walking, but also be resting at the same time. So it's kind of like a weird injury where you don't really know what's going to happen. It just, yeah, I already went to a chiropractor. The pelvis isn't out of alignment. The pelvis is fine. It's that I have a disc herniation and all the muscles on the right side are literally contracting. So like my back is on fire right now. Just standing, it hurts. It hurts to stand, hurts to sit, hurts to lay, hurts to do everything. So we'll just fight through it. And then today we'll go over to Kat's and just relax and probably drink, and that'll take some of the pain away too. But we're gonna ship out some orders. Appreciate you guys hopping on in. I think I said 14 orders going out the door today. Again, didn't hop on yesterday, but we had a ton of orders shipping out yesterday. That's why I made that video going over those 2 sales yesterday, because I wanted to showcase those sales. They're really good. So go watch that video if you haven't already. It's a good one. What'd you do? I don't know. I feel like I bent over to help Kayla with one of the toys on Christmas morning because she was building a toy for Joey. And I felt something pull, but it didn't feel that bad. And then within like 2 hours, I was like literally like not able to walk. So I don't know. You and Surfs are my mentors. Surfs is on YouTube right now. Julie just said, we are your mentors. Julie, which do you like more? Do you like me more or Surfs more? 2 drinks at a time, one for you, one for the back. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. You got a good motive right there. Could take time to get sort of camera so you don't have to hold your phone and thrift with one hand. Probably strains the back. Maybe. I was thinking about doing the chest mount, but the thing is, with the chest mount, it just brings so much attention to me. Like if I'm holding the phone, it brings no attention to me. Like I just look like I'm talking on the phone. But if I have a mount or I have like a gimbal or something like that, it's going to bring so much attention. And yeah, you don't want to do that in thrifts. So I can't ask that, Julie. I just did. Let's talk more shipping. Shut up, bearded. Happy New Year. Are you going to do future Jamble shows? Right now, I actually reached out to Jamble. I had a conversation. Well, I reached out to them. They haven't reached back out to me. I basically said, like, the prices, even with my $25 buyer code, the prices aren't as good as on Whatnot. So they're working really hard to get Android. Once they bring Android back in, I'll probably do a couple more shows over there. And try it back out, but the prices are so low over there, it just doesn't make sense. So we tried, it didn't work out for now. But yeah, next Monday live podcast. Yes, Next Monday, we're planning, me and Surfs. I put out that post on all socials. Me and Surfs are planning on doing a podcast type live. So basically, we're gonna fire up the live. We might have like a couple things that we pre-plan to talk about, but really it's just gonna be like me and him hanging out with you guys, answering questions. Obviously, we're probably not going to answer everybody's questions, but we're going to pull questions from the chat and like use that to engage conversation and talk about certain things in the reselling community or certain things that you guys want to talk about. So I don't know how often we're going to do this. We're going to call it the most consistently inconsistent podcast, because we'll start on a Monday. Maybe next week we'll do it on a Wednesday, and the following week we might do two lives in 1 week. Just basically when both of us have time, we're just going to fire up a live. So make sure you're following me and Surfs on either Facebook or YouTube. I'm going to try to hook it up to where both of us will be live on all of our platforms at once. So Surfs will be live on Facebook and YouTube. I will be live on Facebook and YouTube. So you can literally watch the live from wherever. If you're following Surfs, you can watch his live. If you're following me, you can watch mine. You can watch two at once. You can like them all if you want. So that way everybody can pitch in and have some fun. So planning next Monday. I think Surf said at 9, but we'll let you guys know the time. Just make sure you're following us. You'll get the notifications. But me and Surfs are going to do live. We don't know the name of the podcast, if it's even that. It's just going to be like a live hangout. But yeah, that'll be next Monday. Then go to the chiropractor as soon as you can. I've already been to I went to the chiropractor twice. I went this morning and I went yesterday. But I already have all the. From the last time I hurt my back, I have all the pills and stuff. I didn't take any of them because I hardly ever take medicine. But they're not doing anything for me. So, what auto posture code will you promote during the podcast? Mine. Mine. 9 a.m. Maybe 9 a.m. I'd have to wake up early. You guys will see me like looking very tired on that podcast. That's for sure. All right, let's get shipping. Let's start with some Mercari orders. Depop orders. Sorry. First Depop order. These are LL Bean flannel lined jeans. If you guys saw my live the last couple times, you've seen how I've listed these. We take the cuff and we flip them inside out and use that as our cover photo. Helps these sell so much better. So we picked these up for $8.56. They sold for $20 over on Depop. A nice little bread and butter sale. Remember, Depop doesn't really have fees. They have just a transaction fee, which is like $1 or something usually. So after fee, shipping, cost of goods, I made a $10 profit on this about. That's about what I'm looking for on most bread and butter pieces. Surfing US, Surfing Us K-Way? I don't know. I don't know if we're going to even have a name for it. I don't even know. I'd like to announce that I just made over 9K in sales on CDs alone this year. Let's go. People think CDs have no value, but Trisha is teaching people that they do have lots of value. She's selling CDs with one song on them. Literally one song she's selling. They just want one song and they're paying good money for it. More in getting a head start. Happy New Year's, everyone. Enjoy the night. Appreciate you, Carolyn. Welcome in, by the way. Yes, Happy New Year's to everybody. Hopefully you guys have some fun plans, or you're just hanging out watching the ball drop. That's cool too. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go over to Kat's house for a little bit, hang out with the kiddos, let the kiddos play a little bit, and then we'll come home and watch the ball drop. I think Joey's actually going to stay up because he's been staying up late basically every night. So we'll be staying up late with him, that's for sure. Next up, we have Beyond the Bump. This is Beyond Yoga, but it's the maternity edition, which do sell really, really well. Picked this up for $4.28, and this sold for $20 over on Mercari. It was listed for $25, but I took a $20 offer because Mercari still doesn't have any fees. Remember, that's changing on, I believe, January 6th. So Mercari is going to introduce fees again. So as long as you're getting offers right now on Mercari, if they're close to asking, I would just take them because after January, on January 6th, you're going to have fees again. So I took this offer, got it to move, and made a good profit on a simple t-shirt. What's your New Year's resolution? I don't really have a New Year's resolution. I got to think about that. I have lots of New Year's goals. I don't really have resolutions. I have lots of goals that I want to try to hit. Lots of, obviously, social media goals, selling goals, things like that. Not really like a singular resolution. Just curious, do you think that you could be a full-time reseller without doing content creation? Yes. I was selling, before I ever made social media posts, I was doing over $100,000 in sales on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari. I didn't even have a Depop account and didn't have a Whatnot account. I was doing, I think before I quit the post office that year, I want to say I did just under 200K in sales. So no social media, no presence at all, just literally posting, coming home, posting from the post office, and then quitting my job and then focusing solely on the business. And then that following year, that's when I started doing socials. I almost wish I took a year off of doing social media, not got into it, and just did a full year of reselling. That way I can say, like, this is what I made in a full year of reselling without any social media. But yes, 100% you can do it without any social media presence. You don't need social media to make this happen. There's tons of sellers out there that are not on social media. If you go to eBay and you just type in a eBay store name and go through and look at their name of their store, most likely they're not a social media influence. There's actually more people selling on sites like eBay that are not on socials than are on socials. I'd say probably 99.9% of people on eBay don't have a social media presence at all. Next up, Beta Brand. We don't really pick up this brand anymore, so I took this offer. We paid $534 for this, and it sold for $17. Beta Brand's kind of a dying brand. Speaking of dying brands, I'm going to make a post later today about another dying brand, and that is Peter Millar. Somebody tagged me in a video yesterday. Did you guys know that Peter Millar is now at Sam's Club? I didn't know that until yesterday. They have Peter Millar vests and jackets for $50 at Sam's Club, which means Peter Millar within the next year or so will basically be a dead brand besides like super rare unique items. Other than that, it is a dying brand, so I'm probably going to pass on almost all Peter Millar that I find from now on, because once a brand makes it in Sam's Club, it's basically a dead brand. Same like Spider. Spider made it in Sam's Club and Costco. Spider died. Orvis, another brand that used to sell very well. It's harder to sell Orvis. You got to be very, very particular with the Orvis pieces you pick up, because it just doesn't sell anymore, because Orvis sweaters, jackets, shirts, all that stuff is at Costco. So how would you compare Mercari, Depop, Poshmark sales once you cross-list them with Autoposher? They increased. For one, I wasn't even on Depop, and now I'm selling on Depop. If I had to look, give me 1 second. Let me fill this out really quick so I can tell you I had no Depop sales, literally none, because I wouldn't waste my time listing a Depop because it took too much of my time to list there. But this year alone, I've sold 182 items on Depop. This month alone, I've sold 19 items. It's 19 sales that I wouldn't have gotten as fast if I wasn't cross-listing with Autoposher. I've been cross-listing most of this year with Autoposher. I think Autoposher came out in April. If I could show my, do I show this? I don't care. You guys can see my spreadsheet. I don't care. Boom. Mercari sales right here. This is about where Autoposher started coming into play. I believe March is when the cross-lister was introduced. As you can see, my sales started increasing right there on Mercari. About here is when we started on Whatnot again, and that's why you see that dip. Also, Mercari changed their fee structure like right around this time. So you can see the increase, and then they changed the fee structure, decrease. But it definitely increased once Autoposher had that cross-lister come out. So there's an inside look at my spreadsheet, by the way. Shut up, Felix. Found a vintage, found a vintage John B. Stetson cowboy hat over the weekend. Nice, sold for $249. Stetson hats can be worth crazy, crazy money. So that was a good find. That was a really good find. Love Autoposher. Yeah, if you guys are interested, there's a link in my bio. Sign up. I might have a video coming out here pretty soon. Autoposher told me to hold off because she's going to be releasing some new information soon, so I'm waiting for that new information to make the video. But if you want to give it a try, there's a link in my bio. If you sign up through that link, you get $15 or 15% off your total price, and you can also try it for free. I'm going to throw the link down in the chat too really quick. Best cross-lister out by far. Let me do this. Copy. Boom. So if you guys want to try Autoposher, there's the link. Try it for free, or you can save 15% if you like it. Just saves 15% right away. Sorry, I'm trying to do many things. I'm even too sick to work on listing. The vid got me. The kids were sick over this last week too. I think everybody's getting it. Did you create your spreadsheet? No, it's Jason Hayes spreadsheet. That is linked in my link tree, which is in my bio. I'll throw my link tree in the chat too. Actually, the link tree, Melissa, if you look at the description of this live, the link tree is there. If you scroll down to like the 8th link, it says Jason Hayes spreadsheet. That's the spreadsheet I'm using. That's how I track all my sales, all my profit, all my loss. It's all in my spreadsheet. So just check the description of this video and you'll be able to see that. All right, let's ship out another order. We have a Suit Supply shirt. This is a Poshmark order. Let me go to my sales really quick. Platform sales. Suit Supply shirt. This is like a denim Suit Supply shirt. I don't really pick all Suit Supply up anymore because it's kind of taking a tank a little bit. But this is like a denim shirt. I don't know if you can see that on camera. It's like a chambray denim shirt. Good style of shirt. It was a smaller size too. I paid $8 for this locally in a bulk buy, and it sold for $32 over on Poshmark. And chat, I got my white mailers back. I ordered a bunch of these. I ordered like 400 of these from the post office. So finally got these back, which means I can finally ship my Poshmark orders correctly. Just finished my Jason spreadsheet for 2025. Let's go. I still got to do mine. I got lots of numbers to put in that I've kind of been slacking on, but I'll probably work on that. If I'm resting over the next few days, that's literally probably what I'll be doing, is working on that spreadsheet and get everything done. I think it's Stenson. Hold on. Stetson, not Stenson. Did I say Stenson? Are Vuori and Aloe the new hot active wear companies? Vuori is. Aloe is not as good. It's Stetson. 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 God, yeah, you can use Surf's code if you want. He needs all the help he can get. Whoops, I missed. Yeah, what it's Jason has several ones listed. Which one? Yeah, go watch his YouTube video. He literally has a YouTube video going over all of it. I think he has a creator spreadsheet again this year. I wouldn't suggest most of you get the creator spreadsheet because it's the way you track additional income, such as like affiliate links and video views and all that stuff. For you guys, most of you guys will just use the basic normal middle ground spreadsheet to track all your profit and loss. It's the easiest one to use. Signed up Autoposh beginning of December, made a sale last night, and it didn't delist. It looks like it was recreated instead. I did confirm my delist toggle is on platforms. Do I manually delist, or will that hurt my analytics? Sierra, send her, go to contact support and send her a support message. I say her because Autoposher is a female who runs a platform. Send her a message and let her know, and she'll look into why it didn't delist. It could have been your error, it could have been her error, but if it's her error, let her know because she'll fix it to where it won't happen again. I haven't had any of those issues recently, but when Autoposher first started, I had one item that did the same thing, but I reached out to her, she fixed it. I haven't had the issue since, so reach out to customer support. They'll help you out with that. Who are your favorite resellers to watch? I don't really watch too many resellers, to be honest, because for one, I don't want their videos to influence my videos. I kind of want to be different than other people, so I watch very few resellers, but Surfs is one that I watch because whenever he makes a video, he always messages me and tells me to watch it. Just kidding, he doesn't do that. I watched Bearded's content, but Bearded hasn't put out content in a little bit. I watch Rally Roots. Who are some other resellers? I watch a lot of newer resellers content just to see, like, when they pop up on my feed, like how they make their videos. There's a couple, like Johnny Resells. He's really good at making content, more personal content. I like his content for that reason. There's a new guy that popped up. He does lots of day in the life videos, and I actually messaged him the other day and gave him some advice on making a Facebook profile because I know his videos are blowing up on Instagram. So I let him know he should be on Facebook. But I don't really watch too much reseller content, to be honest. The premium one is the most useful for non-content creators. There you go. Premium. What will be drink of choice tonight? Whatever Cat has for free, I will drink it. I'm Irish. I'll drink anything. It doesn't matter to me. Kaylee, I believe I know who you're talking about. She does good content too. Caleb, he's really good. Caleb is really, really good at what he does. Yeah, they're good. They're good stuff. They have good stuff. Do you refund on a combined shipping order for eBay? Only if the buyer asks. If the buyer reaches out and says, hey, can you refund me the difference in shipping? I will. If they don't ask and they're comfortable with paying the shipping difference, then I'll keep that shipping difference. There's very, very few resellers out there that I don't watch. There's a couple that I think put out really, really bad information. But most resellers are really good at what they put out. So I will watch pretty much everybody out there. Next up, Ivy Cool. Good brand to look out for. Love picking this brand up. Kayla always finds this at one of the Goodwills we go to. Literally every time she finds an Ivy Cool piece. Pick this up for $6.40. This one sold for $22.94. Most of my eBay orders today are going to be sale prices because I still have a sale going on in my eBay store for the end of the year sale. So a lot of these are lower sales, but it's more like clear out stuff. Yeah, exactly. I don't discriminate against free beverages. Never ever. Free beverages. To be honest, we probably will be picking up beverages on the way over there too. So some of which will be ours. We're not just gonna go there and mooch. We're probably gonna get bring our kids over too, and we'll bring some kitty snacks and things like that. But just more of a hangout day at Cats. All right, this is gonna ship out for 7 ounces. Buyer paid $7 for shipping. I'm paying $4.28. I meant to change that over on eBay. I talked about it last shipping live that I was going to give my discounted shipping to the buyers in the new year. I think I'm still going to do that. I just got to change that setting. I got to remember to do that. So while I'm at Cats today, I'll probably do that at some point. All right, that one is shipped. Next up, we got some women's K-Deer leggings, K/Deer. Kayla picked these up actually for $4.28, and these sold for $24.29. Nice little basic bread and butter pair of leggings. K-Deer. We don't find this brand too often, but whenever Kayla does, we usually pick them up, and they sell pretty quick. What program do you use for inventory? So for inventory, I use Jason's spreadsheet, and I also put my inventory number on my eBay listing. And then when I cross-list it with Autoposher, that inventory number gets spread across all my platforms, so that way I never lose it. So I use a couple different platforms. I use Jason's spreadsheet, I use eBay, and I use Autoposher. That way I have multiple ways of tracking inventory. If a piece ever got lost or I couldn't find it, I can refer to many platforms to find that piece. So that's my answer. I know it's not the greatest answer. I don't have one singular platform. If I had to choose for you guys, I would use Jason's spreadsheet. Jason's spreadsheet has an inventory part of the spreadsheet. I don't use it because I don't need it, but if you wanted to, as soon as you brought in an item from the thrift store, you could inventory it, put it in that spreadsheet with your cost of goods, and then when it sells, you just literally copy and paste that over to your sales portion of your spreadsheet. But again, I don't use that personally. Next up, we got a Black Label Ralph Lauren shirt. Black Label is a good one to look for. You can see that Black Label right there. Picked this up for $13.91. This was on sale. I got an offer of $29.99 for it, so I took that offer. Just trying to move out some inventory. This was listed about a month ago, so I figured decent enough offer to take and sell this item. It's going to ship out for 6 ounces. Appreciate all the questions too. If you guys have any questions, this is a good time to ask if you're just hanging out. Any questions at all about reselling, about spreadsheets, about anything. I pretty much will answer any question as long as it's appropriate. Most questions from serfs I will not answer though, because most are inappropriate. All right, next up we got a pair of True Religion jeans. These are men's True Religion jeans. Pick these up for $20 over at the TJ Maxx Yellow Tag event. These have been listed for about 2 months. They sold for $50.99. I'm gonna go get Autoposher starting tomorrow. Do I need to open an account on each platform before I start Autoposher? No, you can use the platforms that you're already on. You sync those platforms up, whether you use the Chrome extension or you put in your password into Autoposher. That's how I do it. I put my passwords in Autoposher. All your inventory will sync into Autoposher when you sync it in. And then if you add a new platform, all you're going to do is you're going to start that new platform, put in your information into Autoposher, and then as soon as you start listing over there, cross-listing, it'll start tracking that inventory. How's Kat? She's good. Kat is good. Kat is doing well. She is doing well. All right, this is going to go into a little gyropack poly bag. I was going to save a couple orders today because I wanted to make a gyropack video. I looked at my TikTok the other day, and I actually sold quite a few items, or sold quite a few gyropacks through TikTok Shop. So I might make another one of those videos. Those videos actually have really good views too. So I might do one of those videos today. Surfs, were you at the flea market last week? I don't think Surfs goes to the flea market. How much would you take for a vintage Burberry scarf? Cost of goods $4. Depends on the Burberry scarf. Depends on what it looks like. It's just a basic color Burberry scarf with no Burberry plaid color. It's probably not going to sell for as much as if you got one of those Novacek all over like the brown plaid ones. Those are going to go for a lot more. So it really depends on it. Yeah, Surfs doesn't have a one near him. I didn't think he goes to the flea market anyway. Just got an offer on Depop, accepted it, and now they're asking me for my phone. No, don't. It's a scam. Don't answer that. Report that. That is a scam. Scam of a scam. All right, this is a crappy sale. This is a men's Lacoste long sleeve shirt. I don't really pick these up anymore. This has been listed forever. Paid $8 for this. It sold for $17.58. Again, clearing out some old inventory, so taking offers on pieces like this and getting them out the door. Don't pick up long sleeve Lacoste. There are certain Lacoste pieces you still pick up. Long sleeve shirts are not one of them. It's a Novacek. I would look up comps. Also depends on what it's made out of too. Is it silk? Is it cashmere? Is it cotton? Is it wool? Those all affect the price. So go look it up. Just type in eBay. If you have a Burberry Novacek wool scarf, just type that in eBay, filter for pre-owned and filter for sold, and see what they're selling for. Someone I recognize but couldn't figure out from where. Got you. Well, Surfs is very, you can tell what Surfs looks like. He's a tall man. He has a crooked nose. This is what we're going to do on the podcast, by the way. We're just going to make fun of each other the entire time. So if you guys want this, you guys ask for it, this is what we're going to do. Do you think it would be possible to manage inventory just by using Autoposher without any additional spreadsheet? Yes, if you're just doing eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, you put in your cost of goods into the platform when it sells, then yes, you can do that. The only other things you'll have to track outside is mileage. You have to track your mileage from, when you're driving to thrift stores or driving to the post office. And any other costs you have. So you could just write this down at the end of the year, or you could track it on like a notepad. But if you buy shipping supplies, Autoposher doesn't have a way to track your shipping supplies. Unless she's doing it, unless that's one of her new updates that she's coming out with. You would have to track like your supply costs, things like that. But that's the only other thing you'd have to track. I also pre-owned clothing on Whatnot, but consider doing new tag items. Do you think that's the way to go now? We sell mostly pre-owned. I think pre-owned is still good, but you got to bring good pre-owned items. But we are adjusting more to a new tag way. I think we're going to do both. I think both are very viable, but new tag is just really easy to get. If you can get a good supplier of new tag stuff, you can just have that stuff flowing in to where you don't even have to leave your house. You have shipments coming in. That's the beauty of that. But pre-owned has a way better margin. So yeah. What are those transparent bags you have the items in? I can't pronounce your name. I'm just call you Walker because that's your last name. If you go to my Linktree link, which is in the description of this live, go to the products we use on a daily basis link, and then you click that. And then the clear bags are linked there. That's my Amazon storefront. It has all the products we use on a daily basis linked there. How do you expect your Whatnots to shift in 2025? We're going to be bringing a lot of new tag items on, so I expect to be running a lot more new tag stuff, which is great because, for example, when we sold a lot of stuff at the thrift store, I had to send a couple people coupons because they didn't understand, like, when I'm selling in a thrift store, I only have the matter of like 5 to 10 seconds to look over the item, and then they got the items in and they were like, hey, these items are flawed. And I'm like, I'm buying them at a thrift store and I'm reselling from the thrift store. I mentioned multiple times on the live, like, these items are probably going to need washed because they're coming directly from the thrift store. Like, I don't have time to look them over. And I got a lot of complaints, and I feel like that's going to give me a couple bad reviews. So in 2025, I think we're going to be shifting more towards a new tag model, because the only thing you can complain about new tag is the item not fitting, and it's an auction site. There's nothing you can do if the item doesn't fit. So really, that's not our fault. Whereas selling in a thrift store sometimes could be our fault. Maybe we could take a couple extra seconds to look over the item. I'm looking forward to just selling new tag stuff and just moving that new tag stuff, because there's not that much room for error when it comes to condition. Viella, this is a good brand to look for. Viella, if it's cotton and wool. These cotton and wool shirts sell really, really well. Paid $6.42 for this. It sold for $21.24. You have insight on how soon the export function is coming to Autoposture for sales analytics? I have no clue. I think that might be coming out pretty soon, but I have no clue. She hasn't gave me any new information, but she is coming out with a lot of updates. So yeah, invest in a CPA, 100%. If you're at the point where you're making a good amount of money on platforms, you should invest in a CPA, because CPAs will save you lots of time and headache at the end of the year. You may be able to see snow soon. Not where we are in Tampa. We won't be able to. If we lived in North Florida, 100%. I think they're going to get a little bit of snow flurries up there. I think where Trisha is in Jacksonville, she might get some snow flurries. But where we are in Tampa, we're too close to the water to actually get snow. I don't think it'll ever snow here again. It snowed like way back in the day. New tag model makes so much sense. Finger crossed for you guys. Yeah, I think it does in the new year. You promote your listings through eBay? Yeah, I promote everything at 5% across the board. Do I suggest you guys promote at 5%? No. The only reason I do is because I got a lot of people like you guys watching right now that go to my store on a daily basis just to see what we list and what we sell, which is cool. I commend that. Go to my store, look at what I list and sell. I'm cool with it. But because of that, it hurts our analytics. We don't get as good of a conversion rate because we got a lot of viewers coming over to the store. So to offset that, I promote at 5% to give me a little boost in my sales and stuff. All right, this one I'm not going to pack up. I'm going to use this for a video, but I'll show you guys. It's a Polo Ralph Lauren, nice plaid Polo Ralph Lauren shirt. Good color to this one. Paid $5.34. This one sold for 25 buckaroos plus shipping. Next up, another brand I do not pick up anymore, clearing out old inventory. This is a pair of Lucky Brand men's jeans. Like a year or two ago, these were like $20 to $25 sales all day long, but these were in TJ Maxx and Marshalls over the last like year and a half. They don't sell as well anymore. I paid $5.34. This only sold for $13.49. Again, clearing out some old stale inventory. Did you give your USPS man a Christmas present? No, he's been off pretty much this whole week, I believe. So haven't given him his Christmas tip. Although we could probably do that today. I think he was back yesterday, so we're gonna meet up with him. Also, our garbage guys too. We got to give them a tip. What is your conversion rate currently? I'd have to look that up to figure that out. Fly Eagles, Super Bowl going to break the record this. SB going to break the record this week. What are you talking about? Oh, Saquon Barkley, got you. Probably. He only needs 120 more yards, right? It's something like that. He's most likely going to break the record. They only handed the ball off to him 30 something times last week. I think they're definitely going to do it again because they're already making it to the playoffs, so they might as well just give him the record. But technically, if you want to technically be technical, If he really wanted the record, he should have done it yesterday. Or not yesterday, the day before, because they have 17 games now instead of 16. 17 instead of 16. So back in the day, he would have had to hit it last game to technically have 2,100 something yards. 101. Yeah. So he should have done it last game to be really the crown winner. Sold the 700 Downfield North Face coat for $100 I bought from your Whatnot show for $52. There you go. Bought it for $52, sold it for $100. There you go. That's good money right there. Does TJ Maxx announce a yellow tag event? No, the yellow tag event will happen sometime in January or early February. You will have to go to the stores to know when the event happens, or be tracking your email because they will email you usually like a day or two after they're done tagging the items. But if you want to be the first person there, you got to go when they first start tagging the items. So when they're tagging the women's section, they usually don't have the men's section done yet. So you go to the men's section, you grab all the clearance stuff, you walk over to somebody tagging items, and they tag them all for you. So you get first dibs before they've even been tagged. That's the best way to do it. Yeah, it's the best way to do it. Hopefully everyone stays healthy. Yeah, hopefully. Once he gets 101 yards, they should just pull him and let him rest. Next up, Barefoot Dreams, women's Barefoot Dreams sweater. Paid $6.96 for this. This sold for $20. A little bit of a smaller size, I believe. Yeah, it's an extra small, so a little bit of a harder size to sell. Even on Whatnot, we have a little bit of trouble selling extra smalls and smalls, but this one sold for $20. Actually, more than we've been selling for on Whatnot recently. I understand Whatnot or how it works, can you explain really quick? Yeah, I can actually show you. I'll show you a show happening right now. Whatnot is a live auction website. It's a live auction platform. Basically, all day, every day, people are selling items live, auction style. So I'll show you what one of the shows look like as soon as I get this shipped out. And then if you've never been on Whatnot before, I'm going to drop the link to the $15 code in the chat. So you get $15 to spend absolutely free on the site. All you got to do is create a new account. So you got to be a new user. I'm about to drop that code in the chat in just a second. So if you haven't signed up, go sign up. We might have a show this weekend. It depends on how bad my back is, if we're going to do a show or not. I want to sell the shoes behind me, but I also don't want to push myself to, push my back. Here's the code right here to sign up. You get $15 for free. Literally free money. It's in the chat right now. All you have to do is click that link and sign up. There's no gimmicks. Whatnot is just giving you free money because I'm referring you, and you get to spend that $15. So let's go into somebody's show on Whatnot. Let's go into Blaze and Dairy's show. This guy did, I'm guessing, over 500K in sales on Black Friday. No fees. That's why he did an all-day stream. He's probably screaming right now.
Let's go. 5 kids, 6 and a half minutes. Let's go. 9.
But right now he's running an auction down here.
You're welcome.
There's 2 seconds left. As you can see, he just sold. Look how fast he's running.
Women's, everyone, don't forget. 7 kids, 8 and a half women's. Don't forget. Chinese New Year exclusive. 5, 4, 3, 2.
62 bucks.
11 and a half. 9.
This is you can't do this on eBay. You can't list. He's not even listing these technically. He just puts in a title down here, and he's running the inventory. Selling them for $39. Try doing that on eBay. You would have to sell this in 5 seconds on eBay after you list it. You have to take time to do photos, listing, all that stuff. So that's why Whatnot is so good. But this is how it's run.
Where's Jack's at?
This is more of a fast-paced auction too. We'll go to like a slow-paced auction. Here's Flip the World. Flip the World is running from the bins. I know a lot of people hate the fact. I have so many comments on our videos about us.
He was one of our.
What is he doing?
He basically replaced Andre Johnson when he left. He's got dreadlocks. He's on the Chiefs now. He almost ran me over with his electric car, not on purpose, but I was standing in the way. I was standing in the area where they basically you have to guard the parking lot. I was standing at the entrance. We have 70 people watching you on my live. How does that even work? How does that even work? Yeah, Hopkins almost hit me with his silent car. I didn't hear it coming. He like bumped into my back of my calf, and I turned around. And he goes, "I'm live on Facebook and YouTube." Well, first of all, K-Way, I'm not going to assume that you're the same age as me. I'm going to assume you're younger than me. But if you're over the age of 35 and you still have a Facebook, and you're using it for more than just knowing when your friends and family's birthdays are, you're a loser. I'm sorry. That's like being over 35 and having a TikTok. You're either just looking at sluts or you're a loser. But I love you, Kate. Was that funny enough? Is that funny enough?
But there's Flip the World.
Hi, K-Ways people.
But what he does, he's running stuff in the bins.
I'm trying to be like K-Way when I grow up. Also, he worked at the post
We'll watch it for a
office
second.
and
Let him run something.
No incidents of going postal. No incidents of going postal. I checked.
Come on, run something.
I'm very close with the postmaster here in Houston, and I put in some words, and I got connections in the post office game. Apparently, you were a very good employee, and your people on your route loved you. These are facts. Next up, guys, this is a purse. I lost my train of thought on what this is. This is a purse from Preston in York. I have never felt like a dancing monkey more in my life than when he just said, "Hey, we're live. Do something funny." If you guys wanted to laugh, I could have just showed you my wiener. Anyway, Preston in York.
All right, there he goes.
It's a nice suede purse.
So what he's doing is he's running these items from the bins before he buys them. It's kind of the idea that I got from thrift stores is going to thrift stores,
Got nice,
selling items before I buy
suede
them. This is who I got that idea
on
from.
it.
It's gonna lag a little bit because I'm on live too. Oh no, right, he's lagging.
See all those tattoos you don't believe I have.
There he goes. So before he bought this item, he's running it from the bins for $5. If somebody bids on it, then he
That's
throws
me.
it in his cart to
That's
purchase.
me.
If nobody buys it, then what he's going to do is he's going to throw it back in the bins.
No car.
So there's literally no cost of
The
goods.
bins,
So
I
he
usually
has a
don't work
purchase
on
right here. He
Tuesdays
probably is going to pay
because
$2 for
Horrible.
that purse. So he might make $1.50
Says we're
on
buying
this,
this just
but
for the
literally
leather.
he's just running it like that. There's no listing, no
See, that was
nothing.
my dancing.
That's how you run it.
Yeah,
So that's a more of a calm whatnot. Blazendary is more of a fast-paced whatnot. Boom, 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 boom. This is more of a slow-pace whatnot show. But again, he has no cost of goods. So even though he made like $1 profit on that item, he sold it. He's going to go home and ship that item. As soon as it's shipped, he is going to take that money. As soon as it's shipped, he has that money back in his bank account. So let's say he sells 200 items on that live, and on average he makes a $3 profit on those items. He makes $600. He goes home, ships them, and does the same thing the next day. $600, $600, $600. So even though the margins aren't super big, he's making money basically selling the items that he hasn't even purchased yet, making profit instantly. That's why it works. That's why when I get those comments on my videos about like, hey, you're not making that much money, it's not the idea you're making a lot of money. It's the idea that you're making money before you even bought the items. Let me go back. Definitely interested in the code. I'm currently on Depop. If you need a seller code, I have a seller code that does the match. The code that I put in the chat is the buyer code where you get $15. The seller code is you get $150 matched within your first week. So if you sell $150, Whatnot will give you an extra $150 only in your first week of sales. So if you need that code, go to my last Whatnot video. I have like tons of links in there for that code, and you just click that link. Also, it's in my link tree in the description of this video. You need a personality to do it? Not technically. If you go through Whatnot right now, there's people that are just running items. They're just taking the item and they're like, hey, this train is up for sale, starting at $5, ready, set, go. Some people enjoy those shows. Some people don't enjoy the show part of it. They're just there to buy. So as long as you have good inventory, you don't technically have to be funny or creative or anything like that. Obviously that helps you build the community faster, but you don't need that. I'm proving good source right here from K-Ways Whatnot, fellow reseller, great items, still meat on the bone. There you go. Source from your couch. That's the best part of Whatnot is there's a lot of sellers that don't have an established following like we have, and you can get even better deals on their shows. So definitely use Whatnot to source too if you're not doing that. How do you know the shipping cost you set? So when we're in store, we do the same thing. For example, this train weighs about 5 ounces. I would set this at a 10-ounce rate just to be safe. Whatnot gives free shipping between 1 to 5 pounds. So you pay for your first pound, between 1 and 5 pounds, you get free shipping. So even if you overcharge a little bit on this just to be safe, the next item they buy, they're going to get a discounted shipping rate because between 1 and 5 pounds, they get free shipping. So if you buy 2 items, usually you only pay like $9 in shipping. If you bought this on eBay, like this singular item alone, let's see how much this buyer paid for shipping. If I sold this on Whatnot, I used 10-ounce rate, the buyer would pay about $6 for shipping. This buyer paid $7.25 for shipping on eBay. So they're already saving money just buying this on Whatnot, even at the higher rate. Will you guys still list 30 a day in 2025? Probably not. If we're doing mostly Whatnot shows, we're probably only going to do like 5 to 10 a day. So fast money is always good. Yeah, guaranteed fast money. Like not even fast money, but it's fast profit. It's literally he's making profit before he even sells the item. Use your referral code for Whatnot. I've had about 5 shows and made 16 sales with 3 5-star ratings. Thank you for introducing the app. I was able to max out the incentive that have when first started. Let's go. So you made the extra 150, even though your prices weren't probably as high as you wanted them to. You made that extra 150, which offsets that. That's really good. I'm hoping Autoposture within the next couple days announces Whatnot integration with Autoposture, and then I'm going to show you guys how to import your inventory from eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, bring it over to Whatnot, and sell it super fast on Whatnot. That's like my goal for 2025. As soon as she introduces that, which I believe she's going to do within the first week of January, I'm going to show you guys how to do that. And yes, I won't be selling the items for the same price I could sell them for on eBay and Poshmark, but I'll be able to bring over that inventory, import it, and literally sell it instantly. Even if I have something listed for $25 and I sell it for $15, I can sell over and over and over again and move that stuff super fast. That's my goal for 2025, is kind of clear out as much inventory as I can and start selling fast. Yes, I will still be live thrifting from Whatnot in the new year. I am going to reiterate multiple times during the live, like, hey, this is thrifted inventory. These items may have stains or flaws. Please keep that in mind when you're bidding. I'm going to have that in the show notes and everything, because again, we had some issues with some buyers that were upset about the condition of their inventory, even though I'm buying it literally from a thrift store. Yeah, you can't please everybody, but I'm going to make sure I say that a million times during the live, because I don't really want to hurt my rating on Whatnot just to bring live thrifts to Whatnot, because if that's the case, then yeah, there's no point of me hurting my seller rating, because people don't understand how the show works. Is it Whatnot is coming out with Autoposher? And is it Whatnot that is coming out for Autoposher? Anything else? I have no clue. She hasn't told me yet. I'm hoping it's Whatnot. I'm like praying that it's Whatnot, because if it's Whatnot, that'll be so good for us to be able to show you guys like how that integration will work. I'm excited for it too. Bad feedback reviews. People should completely expect that. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But you can't please everybody. Like I said last week, I had a buyer that complained about a box, the condition of the box when it arrived. They were mad at me because the post office destroyed the box. I'm like, I have no control over that. Last sale, by the way, it's kind of a longer live, but last sale is this vintage. It's a lifelike Burlington Northern caboose car. Paid $325 for this. This sold for $1274. I got this in a huge bulk buy. I'm about almost sold out of trains. I think I got about 100 left until I'm completely sold out. So those will sell within the next couple months. Hopefully get those cleared out. If I don't sell them by the end of January, I'm probably just going to lot all my trains up on eBay and run an auction and just clear them out, because I'll probably only have about 20 left at that point. Just clear them out and get them gone. All right, that's it, everybody. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I'm going to ship out those items after the live. Probably won't be live tomorrow. There's no point, because the post office is closed tomorrow, so you don't have to ship. So I won't be live tomorrow. Maybe live on Thursday if my back is feeling okay. We might do a live thrift on Thursday. If not, I'll just make some content and put it out for you guys to watch. I'm hoping by then my back is better. But I appreciate you guys, and possibly have a Whatnot show this weekend. If we do, it's going to be a Friday show. We might not do a Saturday show, and it's just going to be the shoes behind me on the wall back there. So that's it. That's all my announcements. Appreciate you guys hanging out, and have a happy new year, and I'll see you next year.